The People's House has just delivered a decisive victory for the American people by extending the Affordable Care Act tax credits to prevent tens of millions of Americans from experiencing dramatically increased health insurance premiums. The Senate said it was impossible to do. But where I'm from, difficult takes a day, impossible takes a week. And in this first full week of the new year, House Democrats, every single one of us, joined by 17 Republicans, have partnered in a bipartisan way to protect the health care of the American people. House Democrats said from the very beginning that we would pour every ounce of heart, soul, spirit, and strength that we had to stand up for the health care of the American people and to address the affordability crisis that exists in the United States of America. I'm thankful for the resolve of the House Democratic Caucus and our partnership with Senate Democrats, who made clear for months, beginning in September, that our commitment was to fix our broken health care system and address the Republican health care crisis, beginning with the extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits. I'm thankful for the leadership of Katherine Clark and Pete Aguilar and Richie Neal and Frank Pallone and every single House Democrat, including Lauren Underwood, who's been a steadfast leader and supporter of the Affordable Care Act tax credits, which are all about protecting the health care of working class Americans, middle class Americans, and everyday Americans. And that's what House Democrats will always be about. I'm thankful for the leadership of Senator Chuck Schumer and every single Senate Democrat who in December supported legislation for a straightforward 3-year extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits. And we know that that legislation has a majority of support in the United States Senate right now. Every single Senate Democrat and at least 4 Senate Republicans. John Thune needs to bring the bill up for a vote immediately and stop playing procedural games that are jeopardizing the health, the safety, and the well-being of the American people.
The U.S. House of Representatives has delivered what Democrats are calling a decisive win for the American people, passing legislation to extend Affordable Care Act tax credits. The move is aimed at preventing tens of millions of Americans from facing sharply higher health insurance premiums. Lawmakers noted that while the Senate had previously suggested such an extension was impossible, the House moved quickly. In the first full week of the new year, every House Democrat, joined by 17 Republicans, came together in a bipartisan vote to protect access to affordable health care. House Democrats say the effort reflects a promise made from the start to devote every resource necessary to defend health care coverage and address the nation's ongoing affordability crisis. Party leaders praised the unity of the House Democratic Caucus and highlighted months of coordination with Senate Democrats, dating back to September, to repair what they describe as a broken health care system. Several lawmakers were singled out for their leadership on the issue, including Representatives Katherine Clark, Pete Aguilar, Richie Neal, Frank Pallone, and Lauren Underwood, who has been a consistent advocate for Affordable Care Act tax credits. Supporters emphasized that the credits are designed to protect working class, middle class, and everyday Americans from rising costs. Attention now turns to the Senate, where Democrats say there is already majority support for a straightforward 3-year extension of the tax credits. Every Senate Democrat, along with at least 4 Republicans, is backing the measure. Democratic leaders are urging Senate leadership to bring the bill to the floor immediately, warning that further delays and procedural maneuvering could put Americans' health, safety, and financial stability at risk.